So I don't have the proper tools that I need, or gardening tools that I need. And I've been trying my hardest to take care of fruit trees. When we moved here, I was new to taking care of any kind of plant. I've always tried to take care of plants and then they'd end up dying. But I have been successful with taking care of my fruit trees, which you can't see because the sun is shining so bright. And I'm so glad because I think it's going to start warming up here in California again. Maybe we'll have some more little cool days or whatever, but for the most part I think it'll start warming up. So me and the kids, as soon as Nakai gets up, because he is still sleeping, we're gonna hit the store and find some gardening tools so we can get out here together and take care of these fruit trees and weed them all out, and you guys will get to see what kind of fruit trees we have in our backyard. That's what we're doing today. Let's go. So we're in the car, about to go get some gardening tools so we can come back and do our gardening stuff. I feel like I'm forgetting something though. Nakai, am I forgetting something?
Nah, I don't think so.
Really? Okay, here we go. Nakai, I thought you said we didn't forget anything.
Oh, I forgot.
My bad, Tristan. We're all in here now, so now we're gonna go get our gardening tools.
My puppet again.
So we finally made it into Home Depot to grab some gardening tools, and that's what we're doing. They got a huge selection, so I'm gonna look to see what we're gonna get because I don't really know yet. And there's Tristan and Nakai having the time of their life in the store. So we found the tool that we're looking for right down there, and it's $22.98, but it's gonna make it easier for us to garden. So we got what we're looking for. Let's go. So we're back from the store getting our gardening tools, and this is going to be fun. If you didn't watch our first video, you probably don't know, but now you're about to know that our kids are homeschooled. Nakai's jumping on the trampoline right now. Look at that. Yeah, you jump high.
We'll see you at the gardening.
Yeah, but they're homeschooled, so outside gardening is actually healthy for kids and their development and their cognitive development. So we are going to be exploring outside today while we're gardening, and they'll be learning little things along the way. So you guys can probably learn some things too, and I'll probably learn some things too. You never know. I don't know. So we got our tool that looks a little dangerous. So Mom's going to be using that tool, and let's get into it. So one reason why gardening is good is it is good for their senses. They get to touch things and feel things and smell stuff. And right now Tristan's actually getting the feel of using a gardening tool. It is harder than it looks because I tried to use it and I was struggling with it. So there's Nakai. He's got the bucket to put the weeds in so we can throw them out in the gardening recycling bin. So he's going to be picking up the weeds and seeing how they feel in his hands.
Let's do it!
We're going to do it.
The sun is good.
The sun is good for you. So that's what we're doing right now. We're getting these weeds up out of here so we can take care of our fruit trees that give us a lot of good fruit. And I'm excited to have some more fruit this year. we weren't able to experience all of the fruit last year, but this year I hope that we are able to at least try one fruit from every tree out here. So let's go.
Sit on the ground. Sit on the ground.
Another reason why gardening is good for kids is it's a fun family activity to do, and we get to do it together. So
let's get into it.
yeah, we've already been into it. They're actually picking up the weeds that we have weeded out this far, and they're putting them in this bucket right here to collect them so we can actually put them in the bin.
One thing about gardening, when you gotta pull out the weeds, sometimes it can be hard. It depends on how big it is.
It can be hard. That's why we went to Home Depot today and had to get that gardening tool, because I was tired of being out here picking up these weeds or picking out these weeds with my hands, and it takes a long time. So hopefully this tool actually helps us get it done. Another good thing about gardening is that they get to learn things that are involving science, which is why the leaves are green on these trees. Do you guys know why the leaves are green on the trees?
Because it has soil and this stuff, and they're using the it's something that makes the tree grow.
Good try. The leaves are green because they have chlorophyll inside of them, and it helps them absorb the sun, which helps them grow. Something along those lines. I mean, you can look it up, but I think I'm close enough in explaining that. But they have chlorophyll in it, and that's why they're green. And if you notice, if you ever had any chlorophyll, which I like those chlorophyll drinks from Target, they're really good. Chlorophyll can be good for your skin.
One thing too, we have bay leaves here, and that's good for cooking. Also, if you have a garden with bay leaves.
We do have bay leaves and a lot of things that we can use for cooking here too. It's also good for the 5 senses, which is smelling different things. Like Tristan is going to smell our grapefruit tree. And what does it smell like, Tristan?
It smells like bay leaf. Right there, kinda. It kinda smells like bay leaf.
But the fruit is so good and juicy. Also, gardening helps the kids make better choices in eating and wanting to eat more healthy. So it encourages them to eat more healthy. Tristan just picked an orange.
You gotta make sure to watch out for ones like these though, because they have holes in them. That's bad.
It is.
So
but he just picked it off the tree, so it came off like that. So I'm sure that it's good. But it smells so good. Smell it. What does it smell like?
It smells like the juiciest orange ever.
It smells so good. The fruit out here smells so good and it tastes delicious. So we're gonna get back to gardening now. That's what we're doing.
Oh.
Don't mind me in my garden attire. Look at Nakai enjoying some good grapefruit from that grapefruit tree. How does it taste, Nakai?
Awesome. Juicy and sour a little bit.
Mmm. Good fruit, good choices. Whew. So we are finished gardening. Actually just sprayed off the patio and watered the trees out in the yard. The sun is shining. I always mess up my words, but we just got done doing that. So now I have to get a shower. The kids are getting a shower. Tristan just took a shower, so he's all clean and fresh, and we'll see what else we're gonna get into. So right now Donovan's catching up on some sleep, and I'm gonna take advantage of this time and do my daily yoga. Donovan usually does yoga almost every day if he can, but I just started doing it daily myself. I usually did it with him when I kind of wanted to, but I have decided that I'm gonna do yoga every day because it honestly makes me feel better. So I'm gonna do some yoga, and then I figured I'd take some time to talk about homeschooling and why homeschooling works for us and how we do the whole thing while traveling and why homeschooling works for us basically. So I'm gonna jump into this yoga and we'll talk soon. but what we're gonna talk about is why we decided to go with homeschooling and why it works for us and our kids. Long story short, Tristan, when he was younger, he had seizures and he kept having seizures, and we never really picked up on it. Like there was like an underlying issue going on, because eventually he actually stopped having seizures. But when Nakai was born, around 3 months old, he had his first seizure, and it was terrifying, actually waking up out of sleep. Tiny baby, 3-month-old baby, waking up out of his sleep, having a seizure was pretty traumatizing for me and Donovan, and any parent that has to experience something like that. And it was always after he got immunized when he would have seizures. So we met with his neurologist, several times, and after talking to doctors and things like that, we decided that it was best for us to not immunize him anymore. And with that, we decided that we weren't going to immunize Tristan anymore either. So because we made that decision just for our own comfort, being that we didn't know what was causing it, and we seen that every time Nakai was getting his immunizations, for whatever reason he was having seizures, we thought it was best, and I think it was a good decision to not immunize anymore, because actually when we made the choice to not immunize anymore, he kind of stopped having seizures. He had some for a little bit, but then it just kind of stopped, and then we weren't experiencing that anymore. But because we decided not to immunize either one of them, we went with the route of homeschooling, because I really didn't want to get involved with like putting them in public schools, and I didn't want to deal with like if they had any seizures or anything like that, because Nakai was diagnosed with epilepsy and I was terrified. So I kept them at home with me, and I've been homeschooling. So Tristan's in the 4th grade now. I've been homeschooling him since kindergarten, and I think he actually learned how to read by the age of 5, and Nakai's learning how to read, so I'm excited for that. Nakai's now 5, and it's been working out pretty good for us. Another reason why we went with homeschooling and why it was a good choice is because for one, I like having my kids at home, and I'm a at-home mom, and I go to college, and a bunch of other little things, and I am blessed enough to be able to be at home with my kids, so it's a good opportunity. But we travel a lot, and Donovan's in the military, so we move around a lot too. So it just makes it easier on us, and we're able to spend more time with our kids and do the things like gardening like we did today, and teach them things that they probably wouldn't spend a lot of time doing in school. We get to spend more time on focusing on things that they're comfortable with their age, and I think that's important for their development. And they're both extremely smart, so it just works for us. It works because we like to travel, and if we have family come in or if we go and visit places, we don't have to worry about pulling them out of school or anything like that. We just bring the school with us, and they're able to log in and they do it. And how we do that is we independently homeschool. It's not like the traditional homeschooling. We actually have to get their curriculum together each year. So for Tristan, this 4th grade year, I use this program, and for Nakai too, I use the same program, Time for Learning. And I also use other things like their grade level books and writing and things like that, so they don't spend all their time on a computer or on their iPad doing homework. We incorporate worksheets and things like that into their lessons, so they can write and read and all of those things. But Time for Learning helps you get curriculum for your children, and you can use that to homeschool. And what you do is you take the lessons, and you can build them based off of the needs of your kids or what you want them to be focusing on. So that's what I do. I use the Time for Learning, and it works for us. They're happy with it. I think it's set up really nice as far as it being age appropriate for the kids, and it keeps them engaged and focused. It doesn't get boring or anything like that, because they can like watch videos and stuff on it. So I've actually done really well using this program, and actually told several friends about it who started using the program too, who like it too. So it works for us. I like homeschooling. we get to travel and hang out with our kids. We don't have to worry about them being in a classroom setting where they don't really have that individual time with a, you know, adult or someone being able to focus on them and their needs. At home, we can do that. I can do that. I can focus on them and what they're engaging in, what they're ready for. You know, maybe some you know, subjects in school, they introduce the subjects to or different like math problems and things like that. Maybe they're not ready for that and they don't pick up as quickly as other kids do. And at home, we can take our time with it and really work with them to make sure that they're actually learning the stuff instead of rushing through it. If they're not ready for it, then we move on to something else and we come back to it when they are ready for whatever it is that we're introducing to them through their academic program. It can be frustrating starting out, and I don't think homeschooling is for everybody. You have to have a lot of patience and, you know, really want to put in the time and effort to encourage your kids to make sure they're learning everything that they need to learn. And, you know, some parents, they are busy or they have busy schedules and they just don't have time for that, and that's okay. But it works for us because we move around every 3 years because Donna's in the military. So when we move around, we go to new places, we want to travel, or we have family come in, and like I said, it works for us. It is awesome that we even have the opportunity to do this because we get to spend a lot more time with our kids. We don't have to worry about them going to school 8 hours a day and going to work and then picking them up and then having limited time. We literally get to create our schedule and work around it. And some days they may do homework, some days they may not do homework. We do what's comfortable for them and what they're comfortable with. I definitely don't want to stress them out when they're doing, when they're learning new things like math or, you know, just different things. I don't want them to be stressed out. I want them to be confident. I want them to be comfortable. And every child is different. So one child may pick up on something quicker and the other child may not. And that in homeschooling, you actually get to focus on what they're comfortable with. So it works for us. I really want to continue to homeschool. I don't ever think I want the kids to go to public school, but when they get to middle school or high school and they decide maybe they want to do that, then we'll think about that in the long run. But I like them being at home and I like them being little and they're growing up really fast, so it is awesome that we get to homeschool them and use the Time for Learning program to get their homework and stuff together and create a curriculum that works based off of what we're teaching them and what we want them to learn and what's important to us for our kids. You can actually, you know, change it, the curriculum along the line, you know, down the line if you want to. Maybe there's something that you thought that they may need to know and then you change your mind later. You can take it out. You can just kind of adjust it to their needs. So it's a really awesome program. It's not sponsored, but I do use the program, so if you like it, you can probably go check it out. It's really affordable too. That's another reason why we went with it. For parents who travel and stuff like that that do homeschool, you probably see that it is beneficial and it works for us because we're able to travel and enjoy our lives and spend time with our kids and our family and still be on the road and, you know, introduce our kids to the world in different places and all the diversity out there too. I think Donovan's gonna go down to Huntington Beach later to fly the drone, and me and the kids will probably chill out at home today. We were gonna try to get out and go check something out, but I think that he's just gonna go fly the drone and see what he can get. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you're interested in homeschooling, don't be afraid to check it out. It is definitely worth investing in, I think, if you believe that you have the patience to do it. It does take a lot of effort and a lot of, like I said, patience. That's the main thing, because, you know, you have to be patient with your kids. They may not pick up on things that you think that they're going to pick up on, you know what I mean? So you have to find ways to work with them. But that's the beautiful thing about homeschooling your kids, is you're able to really focus on them and what they're ready for. So that's about it. Awesome. So that's it for me. I guess we'll catch you in a little bit or tomorrow or whatnot, and Donovan will probably add some drone footage in so you can check that out, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Hey, what's going on, fam? So it's a little bit later in the day. I'm driving down to Huntington Beach. Figured I'd bring you guys with me real quick. Alright, squad, we are on the PCH. It's a little dark on the camera. As you can see, the sun is going down. But we are on the Pacific Coast Highway right now. We're in Huntington Beach, and I'm gonna try to find a parking spot. I'm probably gonna be disappointed if I can't catch any of this sunset. Yo, so we for sure just got some sick footage of the sunset with the drone, man. I'm pretty excited to whip this footage up. Well, you can kind of see it. Sun's going down. It's a beautiful night, man. What up, travel fam? So we are going to the beach again and randomly checking in with you. We live at the beach basically, so yeah, that's what we're doing. Pulled over here real quick to this cannabis dispensary so Jasmine can go inside and get her ganja, because it is legal out here in California and quite a few other states. So I cannot personally smoke it or do things like that, but she can. So she's in there. This little tiny spot. It's a little bright outside. But when she's done with that, we're gonna head down to the beach. Beautiful Huntington Beach. That's like our go-to destination, and we will see you there. I gotta say though, I love living out here, this year-round Mediterranean tropical climate at times. But yeah, it's great living out here. The weather's always top-notch, man. You know, for the most part. Looks like we're getting out of our winter season, so. It's already January, late January, man. It's already heating up. So I'm gonna take advantage of this good weather. My skinny old self. I'm gonna head to the beach. Think it's warm enough for me to get in the water. So that's what we're gonna do today. What's up? So we're down here at Huntington Beach again. We found the best parking spot right by the pier. It's like my favorite spot to park when I'm down here. But usually parking's pretty hard to find on a hot sunny day, but
especially on Sunday. We
got real lucky, and look where we got. Right by the sand, baby. This is the best parking spot you can get. So we're about to get out and go do some stuff. What's up? So we finally got out of the vehicle. We ended up having to drive all the way back home because we forgot the SD card for our drone, but we got it, threw it back up in the air, and got some cool shots. So we down here, you know, we're about to just go get some good food, stuff like that, enjoy the weather. Yeah! So,
let's get into it!
Yeah, let's get into it. We're gonna go surfing today, but kind of got out here a little bit too late, and waves really ain't much right now, so we'll do that again another day. For right now, we're just gonna go find somewhere to eat and just chill out a little bit. It's a great day to be down here. So that right there is Zach's. I actually go there all the time in the summer. They got some pretty good burgers. And then I always check out this little lemonade stand right there. Looks like they're closed today. But they always got music playing on Sunday. They always have performers out here. And it looks like today they got some drummers. So we'll probably go over there and look at that in a little bit. Always some good stuff going on down here, especially Sundays. They're the best. So if you come down here on the boardwalk, there's these little steps right over here by the bridge where they got a bunch of bike racks right next to the performing area and the pier. So you walk right up here, and then immediately you're right on Main Street. This is kind of like the central hub of HB.
Really? In a bit?
Magic show. Uh-oh.
It's a magic show.
Looks like we got a magic show going on today. Right over there. That's where they have the Surfing Hall of Fame. So it's pretty cool. They got a statue of Duke. Yeah, Surfing Hall of Fame. Yep. So right there, Surfers Hall of Fame. And you'll find a bunch of big names. They got to put their name on the ground.
And it's cool down here because you can go shopping and pick out some Huntington Beach souvenirs.
Souvenirs, yep. This is a great spot right here. This is where I got my first surfboard. Good place. You can get rentals. Rentals are cheap everywhere. They got rentals all over the place. You know, Surf City, you're gonna find some surfboards. Alright, so we're gonna go up here in Fred's Cantina. Never eaten here, so we're gonna try it. What is weird? The peeing statue?
Yeah.
So we're up top, we just checked in. It's about a 15-minute wait. We're gonna wait and get our seat. Looks like a really cool hip spot, man. They got a bunch of cool art, chandeliers, and the ceilings are painted, and just a bunch of cool stuff. Looks really good. Hopefully the food's great too. So we got a really cool spot, really cool seat. Maybe they seen the camera and they wanted, no, I don't know. But we got a cool spot and we got a view. Seems like every time we come out here we get the beachfront views. But this is
epic experience.
But this is really cool. We're outside. Got the cool lights. It's awesome. They got the kids the crayons. So we're about to look at this food and get our food in order. See you in a bit. So I thought it was pretty cool.
Paper.
Their specialties are named after surf spots. The Wedge, Trestles, North Shore. So that's pretty cool. They got the specialties named after famous surf spots. Just thought I'd share that. And these, how the chips and salsa, Tristan? How is it? Tell the kids.
It's delicious.
Delicious. Not spicy enough for my taste, but still good. And we got the sun is going down.
So our food just got here. Donovan got something new that he's never tried before, which are some swordfish tacos. Look at this goodness. And the kids, they got some classic chicken strips with some french fries and ranch. Look at theirs.
These are supposed to be the best tacos in Huntington Beach according to the menu. They smell amazing, and I've never had swordfish.
Back to the kids and their chicken strips. Yum.
First bite.
Let's get Donovan's first impressions of his swordfish taco.
Exploding with flavor. The fish is just amazing. You can taste the lemon and the pineapple they got on here, and yeah, just.
I ain't never heard of no taco with pineapple on it. But Donovan likes pineapple. He gets it on his pizza sometimes too.
I want to be with
It's amazing. Can't really describe it. I want to eat it.
Yum. I'm waiting on my carne asada fajitas, and they'll be here in a second.
There's white. Woo!
Gotta drown those fries in ketchup.
First bite.
Also, Donovan got a really ginormous beer, and it came in a cool cup. It looks pretty heavy. I think it's a cup for kings. Beer and swordfish tacos. Quite the combination. My carne asada fajitas just got here, and it's so hot that it's literally steaming, so I can't eat it yet. I have to wait for it to cool down.
Hi. What'd you think of this place?
It was awesome!
Little crosswalk action right now.
So we just left the cantina. It's still pretty cold out here. Let's go look at these drummers. They've been jamming for hours. They are all just down there just jamming out non-stop. Here we are. Whoa, hey guys. Well, everybody is asleep. Nakai should be in bed right now, but he is in bed, but he should be asleep. He's still awake. Luckily, he's awake to help me end this video because we forgot to do that. So, hey guys, if you like today's video, be sure to subscribe, and if you want to see more, smack that notification bell so you get notified every time we make a new video. What else can they do, Nakai?
Drop a comment below.
Drop a comment below. That really helps us out. Alright guys, and we'll definitely give you some feedback on that. Alright guys, we will see you on the next one, baby. Deuce.